All right, party people, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be going over my 1 week out race prep for the upcoming North American Enduro Cup. Stick around, I'm going to be going over my race plan, my rest week, and my nutrition. So let's get right into it. All right, well, hey, thanks for joining me. My name's Toby, and this is Broken Spokes, where I'm taking you along for the ride. I'm going to be giving you guys as much information as I can as a normal, everyday dude with a family, responsibilities, and everything else, but I'm still trying to train for and do this race up at Silver. This will be the biggest race I've ever done, and there's a lot to learn, and I'm going to learn a lot. Already have. Up here, I've got my calendar that I've been keeping track of. So this is going to be all the things that I've been doing throughout the day that pertain to the race. So today is June 9th. And I am going to be able to get out for some Mount Spokane training laps. Tomorrow as well, I can't get up to Silver due to my schedule, and so I'll be doing some Mount Spokane training laps up there as well. We're 1 week out, and I'm really stoked for this. The thing that I'm doing now is kind of analyzing the 2022 course results and what can I learn from that. So if we go over the courses themselves, the climb, it looked like there were two stages, stages 1 and 5, that you actually had to transfer to via pedaling, and there was over 3,000 feet of climbing. That is burly, and I'm going to get into that here real soon with how I'm going to tackle that. The other thing to note is that the descents are massive. So stages 1 and 4 seem to be the longest. So is what that's telling me is there's a lot of pedaling. There's some flatter sections in there, and that's going to be pretty gnarly to not blow up in the first 3 minutes. Stage 2 is a pretty short but really steep stage. I don't know why they didn't record stage 3, but that information isn't out there. And then stage 5 is going to be pretty steep. That one's going to be hard to actually have enough energy at the end of the day to really charge hard on. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the courses as they get released, hopefully on Monday. But as of right now, these guys are giving me a little bit of information as to how I can plan for that. So when it comes to actually planning for the climbs and everything, I ride typically with a computer and a heart rate monitor. I went ahead and exported some of that data. If I take my calories burned divided by the climb that I did, so the elevation gain, is what I ended up with is between 0.5 and 0.6 calories per foot of climbing. If there's between 3,000 and 3,500 feet of elevation gain, that's going to be anywhere from 1,900 to 2,200 calories burned that day. That's a pretty big range, and that's a lot of calories. So how in the world are we going to prepare for that? Over the last few weeks is what I've been doing is making sure that my gut is going to be prepared for the snacks. Is what you don't want to do is show up on race day and have all these snacks and everything that upset your stomach and cause you to go into the woods to release the beast. Hammer Nutrition Perpetuum, I think I'm saying that right. Anyway, these are liquid calories, and you take these scoops and you dump them right into your water bottle. They just give you that little bit more calorie boost. This last week, I went to Whitefish and climbed going to the Sun Road. These were like key on that. This kept me fueled. This kept my stomach happy, and it turned out my stomach handles these really well. I eat a lot of these honey stinger waffles. These things are delicious, and they pack a punch as far as calories go. My secret sauce that I like to do is chocolate covered coffee beans that you can get in bulk at a local grocery store here. Not only do you get a lot of calories with them, you also get a little bit of a caffeine boost. A note on the caffeine though is you want to be careful. You want to not overdo it, because then you'll get the coffee shakes. And so I've got to watch that and just kind of eat a handful here and there. Coupling that, I'll also have the Noon Nutrition electrolytes. You want to make sure that you're replenishing all those electrolytes that you're sweating out. I'm going to be packing about 1,700 calories, which will hopefully cause me to not bonk. That's my goal, is not bonking. I'm going to be way energy depleted by the end of the day, but is what I want is I don't want to be bonk. I think this is an entirely reasonable amount of food to put in the pack as I'm going. This will be coupled with about 3 liters of water, which is a lot and kind of heavy and unfortunate, but I don't know when or where the water stages are going to be to refill. So I'm just going to prepare for the worst and keep a pack on. Unfortunately, the weather is really sucking. So I took the screenshot yesterday, and in Kellogg, there is a massive downpour. I was entirely planning on today actually going up to Silver. I am not going to be practicing in 0.16 inches of rain. That is a torrential downpour and just asking for trouble. In one of my other videos talking about training for this, I got a really funny comment that gave me a chuckle. This guy's not wrong. He's saying, you know, recommending practicing on Silver because it's so different. Couldn't agree more. I'd love to, but man, it is tough getting out there. So in order to get that proper training in, it's looking like Mount Spokane it is. So there's gonna be a little bit of rain this morning, but we should be able to get out and actually get some time on the bike later today. That is gonna be coupled with actually riding on Saturday. Schedule didn't line up, so I'm gonna be riding on Mount Spokane on Saturday. I was really hoping to get up there and ride some of the trails that I anticipate being in the race, but that's not gonna happen. Sunday through Thursday is gonna be entirely in Spokane. I might end up riding the race almost blind, and that's also coupled with the fact that Silver is going to be closed to practice Monday through Thursday, and so I can't even sneak out during the week. I gotta hit my practice runs on Friday pretty freaking hard. And normally is how I would treat this is if I was totally prepped and totally prepared, I would use Sunday through Thursday as a taper week. Low energy output, low effort exercises. But because I've been sick, because I haven't been able to ride, all of that, I don't feel I have built up enough exercise load to really taper. So I'm gonna be staying pretty dang active Sunday through Thursday, and I think that's the best case for me in my current state. This is also going to mean that I got to hit practice on Friday freaking hard. You can always blow up the day before if you ride too much, and so that's where I'm going to be leaning on a lot of my recovery. So that's going to be doing a lot of foam rolling, a lot of voodoo floss, and a lot of water to not get too tired from practice on Friday. I don't know if you guys incorporate any of these into your kind of daily routine, but man, I could not recommend enough getting on that foam roller, getting some of that voodoo floss, and really working those legs out. Now, this is also making me pretty dang thankful for the fitness that I do have, because I'm going to be leaning on that almost entirely for this race. That Silver Mountain from last year, they put out a pretty dang comprehensive overview of the courses. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time this next week after they release the courses, watching videos and taking notes. I'm planning on posting some videos on that as far as the things that I'm going to be focusing on and the areas that I'm going to be going to, so that I can make my practice day on Friday as effective as absolute possible. All right, well, that's my week of planning. That's my prep. That's kind of some of the things that I'm going through, the things I'm thinking through. If you've got something that I could learn from, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, because man, there is a ton to learn here. And in the meantime, hopefully you guys can get out and ride and the weather's a little bit better where you're at, because it's kind of a bummer here. Rock and roll, party people. We'll see you out there.
Oh, there it is.